Yeah, if you genuinely think, and that goes with anything, supplements, protein intake, carbs, fats, how you train. If you genuinely think there's only one way to do it, you are, ellipsis, a numpty. Time and middle of the ball, a-hole here, leader of the BLC club, the Big Little Club. Again, this massively ties into what we're going to talk about today. Now, you may have seen the title. I'm not talking about the gym bro. I'm not talking about the grunter. I'm not talking about sweat on a bench. We've done all of that. I'm talking about more specific gym people that seem to have entered into the wild only over, well, it's been a few years, but they feel like the more recent kind of gym monster, and it's absolutely driving me nuts. So yeah, I'm basically just using my YouTube channel. Again, I get this sometimes in the comments, like, oh, Simon's just moaning. Yeah, it's fun to moan. It's really, really good. And what I'm hoping is when I say some of these things, like, oh, Simon, it happened to me as well. And then you realize your voice turned into some kind of Muppet, but it's all right, we get through it together. But it is true. Number 7 especially is what inspired this. There are just odd phrases, mostly, that get thrown around by this group of people. And when you actually take a step back and think about it, you're like, what is going on? What has happened? I mean, it's mostly due to the rise of the internet, and now Mike Tyson summed it up best. I mean, just talking about the quote of Mike Tyson, when he said, social media has basically made people think they can say whatever they want without being punched in the face. And that's true. Not that you should punch people in the face anyway, but this is me punching these people in the face via YouTube. Because number 7 is calf guy. I do not understand calf guy. If I'm watching a bodybuilding competition, Mr. Olympia, even then I won't go in too hard because I'm like, look at these dudes. They're mass monsters, they're freaks, their physiques are incredible. But, they're out there to be judged. So you may go, well, that guy's got better deltoids, or that guy's conditioning is better, he's bigger, whatever, so on and so forth. But take yourself outside of that. If you're just a person that goes to the gym, you're doing what you can, you like doing what you like doing, you don't like doing what you don't like doing, and calf guy will watch your videos or see you in the gym or see you in a picture, and calf guy will go to you, you need to work your calves more. Your calves aren't very good. What are you talking about my calves for? One, why do you care about my calves? What do you want to lick my calves? You got some kind of weird fetish? Here's my calf. And you stick it in their face like, no, take the calf away from me. But I would actually probably argue the hardest muscle to develop on your entire body is your calf. That goes with your legs in general. Your legs are holding you up half the time, so of course it's going to be quite difficult to stimulate muscle growth. But who gives a shib what some guys' calves look like? It's like it's an insult. It's always thrown at an insult. You don't train your calves enough. It's like, all right, well, maybe I don't. Or maybe I do. Or maybe I need to change up my calf routine. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to go and train my calves so hard that they get so big that I then send you a picture? And I know what you're going to say. You're going to go, well, I don't know that good. Because, you're just being a troll and you're being an a-hole. I can't get my head around it. It happens all the time. Anytime there is a full length shot of me in a video or whatever, I get your calves are rubbish. And it's got to me clearly because I am making this video. But B, now I've become self-conscious about my calves. Life is too short, people. And there's too many real problems in the world to wake up in the morning, look at your lower leg and go, well, they ain't great. I'll tell you a quick story about the calves. First gym I ever worked out in. It was this tiny little gym, honestly, so small. But the guy that ran, I remember his name was John O'Dell. He had massive calves, massive. I don't think he lifted weights or anything. He was just a heavy set guy. Maybe he cycled or whatever. Go look at cyclist calves. Oh, my word. That's just a weird story about calves. Let people have whatever calves they want. Number 6 is you don't know what you're doing, guy. Oh, I was going to make a video that was just in caps, you don't know what you're doing, but I've decided just to throw in little jibes here and there. So, Simon, you don't know what you're doing. Okay, maybe I don't. Like, I don't think I've taken any money from you. I don't think I've tried to hock you any of my wares. I just think I sat here in my stupid chair, in my stupid fake background. It's a green screen. I know. Oh, I can't believe it. And I just threw out some advice that have helped me in my gym journey. Maybe it is nonsense. Maybe it is a pile of baloney. Maybe it is crap. But it's always those words. You don't know what you're talking about. All right, then why did you watch the video? And this happens in the gym as well. It's in the gym ages ago now. I'm not going to pretend it was recent. It wasn't. It's ages ago. Some guy was just going around to people saying, look, I'm really sorry. I don't really understand what you're doing there. I don't think you know what you're doing. And I was like, maybe they're trying to break their back. Maybe they've got a sporting event coming up and they really don't want to do it. So they thought, you know what, I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to break my back and injure myself. Now, should you do that? No. Does it make you a little bit of a crazy person? Yes. But it's your life. You're allowed to make these decisions. And ultimately, there is no one-stop shop for this stuff. When it comes to fitness, you have to take little bits and pieces from everybody, apply it to your own life, and then see where you get. Maybe it won't work. Maybe it will. It's trial and error. That's the truth. It's flipping trial and error. And that sucks because when you have errors, you then have to try and, make it balance out and fit again. And you're like, oh, good. I'm back to where I started, but not really because you've learned and you'll never do it again. But yeah, if you genuinely think And that goes with anything: supplements, protein intake, carbs, fats, how you train. If you genuinely think there's only one way to do it, you are, ellipsis, a numpty. Number 5, talked about it before, but let's bring him back in now. Your body isn't that great, guy. Your body isn't that great, guy. Again, unless you are throwing your physique out there into the world. Like I saw it the other day, there was a thread about me, and I was actually quite, I always get very humbled by that kind of stuff. I won't say where it was, but I do wrestling YouTubers, I'm sure some of you know, and it was on a very well-known wrestling site. And somebody had put a picture of me that I posted on my Instagram for a long time ago, and all the comments were a giant debate going, well, it doesn't look that good. And someone else going, yeah, he looks absolutely crap. And I was like, what? The picture was just me in a t-shirt on holiday. That was it. I wasn't showing off my physique. I wasn't pointing at my bicep like, yo, look at my bicep, I'm so ripped. It was just me having fun on holiday. And it broke down into this absolute... like, what's the word I'm looking for? Just not the description, just ripping apart my physique. Now, I actually took that as a massive compliment because somebody had obviously noticed something and they thought, oh, I'm going to talk about that. But yeah, maybe you don't think my body is that great, but that's okay. It will still upset me if somebody says it. Of course it will, because I take great pride in it. But, you know, I'm not working out for you. I'm trying to be the best person of me I can be. And some people may think I'm too big, and some people may think I'm too small, and some people will think I have too high a body fat. And, you know, it's all going to be different for the individual. But I'm not working out for you. And people watching this, you should not be working out for me. You should always be working out for yourself. It's the coolest thing about the gym. It's the coolest thing about fitness. You have a competition with yourself. It gives you a focus every single day. It gives you a purpose. And if you love all of that, again, it's just something to do. If you want to break it right down, every day, even if you've got nothing on your calendar, you have something to do, which is try and be as optimal as possible when it comes to your physique. But it really makes me laugh. Obviously, it gets me a little bit too. You know, I'm a human being, but mostly, like the bigger percentage, 85%, 90%, I'm just cracking up. Like, why? These people have enough time on their hands, but his physique's not that great. What are we comparing it to? Compared to what? John Cena? Arnie? No, it's not. Number 4, a classic, but the classics are the best. Your form is awful, guy. Oh, my word. It's one of the reasons that I will never, ever overly upload pictures of or videos of me in the gym. It's not worth it. Maybe you're training with an injury, which you shouldn't do, but hey, we all do it. Let's not pretend otherwise. Maybe you've found a particular thing that works for you, or your body is just shaped in a certain way. Now, there is obviously bad form. Like, of course there is. If you are, I don't know, doing something over your head and you're wiggling around, or, I mean, I massively think if you're doing anything behind your neck, like on a lat pull-down machine, I think you're crazy. But it's up to you to do it. And again, unless it's a massive danger, you should be finding things to do in the gym where you can be adaptable and figure out how things that can work for you. Because again, we already mentioned, if it works for you, doesn't mean it's going to work for anybody else. But I've done plenty of videos where I'm doing what I totally deem to be a normal bench press, and people are like, Simon, your elbow is at 32 degrees and it should be at 45 degrees. And I'm like, well, your face should be where my fist is, because I'm going to punch you right in the nose. I've never, even if I did see someone doing, well, no, that's not true. If I saw somebody live in real life and I thought it's genuinely dangerous, I may approach them and I'd say, would you like some advice? And then they can choose to take it. But to just be a dick and, you know, instead of trying to help someone, just tear them apart, I don't think that's cool. Number 3, exactly the same kind of thing. Your diet is wrong, guy. Months ago, I posted a video because you guys asked, and hey, man, without you, what the hell am I? Nothing. Of my diet, what I eat in a day. So many comments. Your diet is boring. Your diet is wrong. You're eating too much protein. You're eating too much carbs. You're eating too much fat. What? For who? For you? Am I meant to ring you up every time? So, Darren421. Ring, ring. Yeah, hey, Darren421. It's Simon Miller here. I'm going to eat, I don't know, 300 grams of protein today. Is this optimal for you? Oh, no, it's not. I'm really sorry. And then I get a chicken breast and I just throw it out the window. And it hits an old woman in the face. She collapses. I have to go to jail. Also listen to Darren, the stupid YouTube commenter guy. Figure out what your diet is for you. And if it's working, it really, really doesn't matter. I don't really understand what these people... Actually, do this. Next time someone says that to you, I'm going to do it too. Ask them for the diet. Do their diet. And I bet you in 6 weeks, you're like a fat mess. And then you can send pictures to this person and say, look, you massively failed here. Number 2, you're not taking it seriously enough, guy. Oh, my word. This guy is an absolute treat. So this man has decided that he wants to take fitness to the nth degree. He wants to put 110% into it and all those kind of things. And hell yeah, man, do I massively respect you. You've got great work ethic and a will of fire. and you'll go out there to smash it. But if you are someone that just wants to go to the gym 3 times a week, maybe you just want to do Pilates on a Friday with June, because you enjoy catching up with June. She's a lovely person. Maybe you want to eat healthy some days and you want to eat crap other days, and then you want to go for a jog. These are all amazing things you can do in fitness. You can take the bits you like, the bits you don't like. You can take it seriously, half seriously, use it as a jolly. As long as you're being serious in the gym and not mucking around and treating it like a social experiment or experience, I really don't think it's an issue. But there are some people that are like, if you are not doing, if you're not up at 3 a.m. in the morning, and if you're not suffering and feeling bad and wanting to cry all the time, you are not taking it serious. And you're like, dude, chill out, man. It's meant to be, it's positive. It's meant to be fun. It's meant to give you something in your life that you can cherish and enjoy. It should never be a hardship. Now, some things are going to be a hardship. Leg day, lunges. No one likes doing lunges. I would rather somebody stab me in my ass than ever have to do a lunge again. I think I actually mean that. It was said as a joke, but now I think about it, I could probably handle being stabbed in the ass once a week. Lunges scare the absolute bahooble out of me. But, this is the problem. We create this intimidating factor around the gym, which is why when new people want to go, they're terrified. And of course they're going to be terrified because people have scared them off, and that's not what we should be doing. Fitness should be inclusive. Fitness should be of the benefit for everybody, because if we all get in great fit shape, then the world as a population is going to feel better. Of course, there's going to be other problems that we need to solve out, but, first world, looking at it that way, you're going to feel good. And ultimately, when you break life right down, you want to be feeling good. And number one, my favorite, I love it. I've talked about it before. I'll talk about it again. I'll talk about it to the day I die. What's your excuse, guy? And what's your excuse will find the most impressive and crazy examples of fitness. For example, people that have had limbs amputated, or old people like a 90-year-old doing a deadlift, and they will write in the comments on their Instagram post, what's your excuse? And while that's still incredible, and we should absolutely give it a round of applause because that's an incredible thing to overcome and still want to go to a gym and work out, your answer is still allowed to be, well, I didn't want to go to the gym. Like, that's it. That's it. What's your excuse? Well, I woke up today, realized I'd probably benefit from just taking it easy, dealing with a couple of things in my life right now, and thought, no, the gym's not for me today. And that's perfectly allowed. But not to what's your excuse, guy. You've just offended him. He will cry tears of iron, like weights will literally come out of his eyes because he is so perturbed by someone not wanting to do this. I love the gym. If the gym went away tomorrow, I'd massively struggle. Mentally, would be absolutely awful. Kind of was through this whole lockdown period for, for a few days, and I managed to, just embrace it as best as I could. You should never be taking it to a point when it's taking over your life. I think we've talked about that before as well. I have done that, and one day I had this epiphany when I realized it's not helping me and I'm not enjoying it, and ever since then, my gains and my progress and my development evolution have been 1,000 times better. So really, that's the way you want to be approaching it. It sounds sad, it sounds stupid, but it's true. Positive mindset, positive results. There you go, my favorite guys in the gym. Just fancied it today. It's because I got another calf comment. I was like, man, of course it gets me a little bit, like I say, let's not pretend otherwise. But it's also fun to rant and rave and, treat things far more seriously than they need to be. But like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, ding, ding. There's a bunch of videos on the channel now. Let's do this one. Click that one, see if you like it. If not, click another one. Find one that does work for you. I got a Patreon if you want to support the channel. I got merchandise if you want to support the channel. If you want to come say hello, I'm on Instagram and Twitter. Just look in the description. All the links are there. Otherwise, I'll see you through the week and I'll see you soon.